Hey there, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are checking out Grimes, and the song is Reality. This is a Patreon request. Today's Patreon is just up here, so thank you for your support for the channel. It is, of course, greatly appreciated, and more Patreons the better. If you want to be a Patreon to the channel, details of how to join us are in the description down below, including all the different tiered packages you can join. I don't know Grimes, so I definitely don't know Reality, so I'm looking forward to checking this out as a first-time reaction. But before we do that, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, because you know it's time for Musician Reacts. Okay, so as I said, I haven't checked them out before, but the way the videos work here is there is no pausing or talking during the video. That way you get to enjoy the song, I get to enjoy the song. I'll share my thoughts and feelings at the end of the video. During the video, I'm looking for the video to tell me a story. If there's no story being told in there and it's more like a performance one, I'll then look at the lyrics at the end. But I don't look at the lyrics during, because I just want to see what the video is telling me, what this video is actually about. And that's how I kind of work it here. So let's do this. Count it in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. Grimes and Reality. Yeah, not a bad little track. It's a nice kind of soft dance track. I don't really know what genre it falls into, so it's kind of slightly outside my comfort zone. But it's something that it's a style of music that my wife listens to. But let's have a look at it. So the good thing is obviously with where they posted this video up online, they put a lot more detail about it. So it does help read the context, and I always do read a little bit about it underneath, just so it helps me understand. Because there was a couple of things I was listening to. So before I read it, the first thing that went into my head was I'm not sure what the story is. They're telling me there's not really a story going on in the music video, and there was a little bit around her very early vocals. I was like, well, I'm not liking how that's sitting in the mix. However, they explain very clearly that this is not on the album, and this was a demo track that was never mixed or mastered. So that explains a hell of a lot about what I was hearing. And considering it's a demo track, that's a very good demo track, by the way. It's just the fact that the vocals at the beginning just don't sit right. It's just a little bit off. Not out of key or anything. It's just the way that because she's singing really high, we're just losing everything in the mix. And then the fact that this was a thank you to everyone in Singapore, Jakarta, Shanghai, and etc. from when she was out on tour. So she's just basically taking video footage of her where she was out and about and kind of cut it all together. So that makes complete sense from a video point of view. But what was the actual song about? So the video itself was good. It's quite enjoyable. I guess if you're from any of those areas, you'd be looking out for the locations and so forth in the video. So that would be cool from that point of view. But let's have a look. Reality by Grimes. Let's have a look at the lyrics. When we were young, we used to get so close to it, and you were scared and you were beautiful. I want to peer over the edge and see in death if we are always the same. Okay, so when we were young, we used to get close to it. So is that reality? We were getting close to it, reality, or close to something else? And you were scared and you were beautiful. Scared and beautiful at the same time. I'm guessing. I want to peer over the edge and see in death. Dun, dun, dun. Don't know what that's about. Now that I mean, if you peer over the edge and see in death, now that could be something that could be like. There's a thing about that film Flatliners that could be something to do with that. That's where people kind of stop their heart so they could see over the edge and then bring themselves back. Could be something to do with that. And if we are always the same, yeah. So you want to see what the afterlife is and find out what's going on. So that's what makes me. There's some question about living out this world and seeing what's going on in the next. So it could be talking about suicide as well at that point. Oh, I fear that no life will ever be like this again because your love kept me alive and it made me insane. Okay. So that's talking about maybe potentially lost. Someone's lost someone. There were moments when it seemed okay. Where do you go or where do you stay? There was a time where the music would play. Oh baby, every morning. I'm not a fan of when people put the words "oh baby" into songs. Feels a bit cheesy. Very 50s, 60s. They love to do that one. Every morning there are mountains to climb, taking all my time. Yes, that is a reality, unfortunately. When I get up, it's all I see. Welcome to reality. And do you know what? That is a very it's an interesting concept about getting up in the morning and yet mountains to climb. So you either get up in the morning and you coast, or you see every day as an opportunity to improve, to build. I'm one of these people that's always get up every morning and I like to have tasks. So every day off I have, if I'm not physically working on a job, I'm thinking, what do I need to achieve today? What am I going to do to make better? I don't want kids, so my legacy is not going to be passed down through children. So I always ask the question of, so when you die, what will be left of you on this world? What contribution we've done? So I could say, yeah, I've done a YouTube channel. Okay, so that's something. There's something for me out there. It's one of the reasons we're on the Dave Does channel. I write music and I put originals out there and I put covers out there and I also do the collaborations and stuff like that. So I do all of these things because it's me being creative and it's my little bit. I do garden design. I do, and if I'm not doing any of those, I'm always thinking like, what else can I be doing? Learning a new instrument. It's just things that I'm always like, what's my next challenge? But there are people that get up and are quite happy just to watch telly all day. And there are, I say that in a pinch of salt, because there are days when all I want to do is grab a coffee and just watch YouTube videos for a day, because I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. So there's that balancing act. But problem is, if you always spend your time trying to climb the mountain, you never get to enjoy it. If you're always looking up the mountain, you never get a chance to stand and look around and enjoy the scenery. So what's that one from Ferris Bueller's? If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. There you go. When we were young, we used to get close. There's a lot of repetition in there. So I think there's an element around that. It's about maybe I'm going to take this as there is in focusing on reality, and maybe not always trying to push so far forward that you miss the good stuff that you get in reality. That's what I'm going to take from it. I'm probably way off, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. Remember though, always be yourself, unless you could be Batman. Then of course be Batman. Take care.